Our diet can have a huge effect on our menstrual cycle, much more than we've been led to believe. On one hand, dieting can wreak havoc on your hormones, but then on the other, dietary changes can be really important in regulating the menstrual cycle. So today in Siobhan Talks Periods, we're going to look at a few ways that our diet can affect our period. So first of all, diets, like as in the ones that we go on to lose weight, they can often be very harmful for our hormones. So limiting your calorie intake, yo-yo dieting, restrictive diets, they can all prevent your body from getting enough nutrients to meet your hormonal needs. And when this happens, the body can go into starvation mode. It can use up nutrients for other more vital areas of our body, such as brain and heart, which can then result in missed or irregular periods. But that being said, overeating on unhealthy foods on the other side of the spectrum, particularly food that is inflammatory or that spikes our blood sugars, this is also not great for our hormones. So we're looking for a balance. But the important thing to highlight is that our diet affects our menstrual cycle. That's without a doubt. And a healthy diet is one of the best things you can do for a healthy menstrual cycle. Our periods, are known as this fifth vital sign by many, which you've probably heard me talk about before. It's a great feedback system that lets us know when something in our life is out of balance, when our body needs some more care and attention. So if you are experiencing any menstrual problems, looking at your diet is probably a good place to start. So first things first, in order to fuel our body and build hormones that we need to eat real food. So eating a whole food, mostly unprocessed diet is one of the best things you can do for your health in general, but also for your menstrual cycle. So getting good levels of nutrition, including good fats, is really important for your hormones. And reducing your intake of processed food and things that are high in salt and sugar is also, a good bet, and can help to reduce symptoms of PMS and dysmenorrhea, which is the fancy term for medical term for painful periods. Not sure it's fancy, but medical term. So the Mediterranean diet is a good diet to work from when you're looking to balance your hormones. Following a Mediterranean diet has many different health benefits, but it's the one diet that kind of consistently shows benefits in the research for women particularly. And there was a 2020 paper in the journal Nutrients that looked at the relationship between diet and menstrual pain, and focused specifically on a Mediterranean diet. And they found that it was helpful for period pain. They also found some interesting things like less than 2 pieces of fruit per day were people who ate less than 2 pieces of fruit a day were more likely to have period pain, and people who had olive oil every day were generally had less heavy periods. So their periods were lighter and less painful. So some interesting stuff. Basically eating lots of plants, good fats like olive oil, avocados, protein from plants or fish, and a small amount of meat, and that's the basis of the Mediterranean diet, and they're all providing good building blocks for your hormones. And it's also a diet that's high in fibre, and fibre is also associated with the healthy menstrual cycle. And there was another study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, that found that the diets that were higher in fibre were linked to lower levels of estrogen, which reduced those PMS symptoms too. And the best way to eat fibre is to get real food into you. So whole grains, nuts and seeds and fruit and veg are all a great source of fibre. Seeds as well. Another great thing about seeds is that many of them contain what we call phytoestrogens. And when it comes to foods for the menstrual cycle, probably the most misunderstood foods that we have are called phytoestrogenic foods, and the best one of those is probably the best known one of those is probably soy. So phytoestrogens are basically plant-based substances that have an estrogen balancing effect in the body. And I think I need a whole future video just to explain how phytoestrogens work, but in essence, they are balancing compounds. So whether someone has no period due to kind of excessive dieting, or heavy periods in PMS due to an unhealthy diet, or estrogen dominance, or overexposure to xenoestrogens, which are the toxic estrogen-like compounds that are found in plastic and scented candles, and so many other things, endocrine disruptors. Regardless kind of your current hormonal baseline, the phytoestrogens can actually help to balance things out. So soy and flax are both great sources of phytoestrogens. I like flax seeds or linseeds, because they're generally an unprocessed seed that we're working with. I usually recommend 2 tablespoons of ground up flax seeds for anyone looking to support their hormones. And then soya is great too for many women. A few servings of minimally processed soya per week. Things like tofu and tempeh, which is fermented, miso soup, edamame beans. It's the highly processed soy that you find in a lot of alternative meat products that are generally not so healthy and best avoided in my opinion. So the fermented, organic, less processed soy is the way to go for your phytoestrogens.